Everyone, I'm MajorMushu. I'm running all MTS on Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I'll tell you more about the run and how it all came about and everything. This is a very new category in the run, but I'm going to go ahead and get started here. With every category in this game, we start on a load. So I'm going to go ahead and 3, 2, 1, go. So this first trick here, this is the heaviest reset point of the run. It's about 80% of my resets are right here, so we're gonna hope for a really good launch. There's like 4 different launches you can get. There we go. That was actually amazing for that to happen so quickly. So you can get sent through the wall and soft lock. You can get... There's just so much bad that can happen there. Like I said, it's about 80% of my resets, and that's something I would have taken in like a normal run, which is really good. Here, we're going to talk about cane jumps. You're about to see it, and Sly's cane reaches out when he goes for these things. And so as you can see, I got extra length there because I jumped the second his cane touched, and we used that a couple points in the run. It's not like super common, but it is used here and there. I almost just split. Sorry about the fast pace, but this really is a fast-paced run, and that's where we get to this thing. So this level, very casual. However, this is where I can talk about Master Thief moves. We get those from the vaults in each level, which we have to unlock before we get the Master Thief sprints. Through most of the level, I'm literally holding down triangle in just about every level, but we have a couple instances where we use different Master Thief moves, like right here. I have to switch over to mine to blow this door off. In the regular, like, casual way, you're supposed to spin a wheel, and like, this boulder comes through on conveyor belts and ends up knocking the door out. But we just skip past that whole section by using mine, and later on we end up using roll. And then we also have water immunity and void immunity that are used periodically. Water immunity is actually used right here. So we actually, void drowns have been known about for a while, which I'm about to be doing one of those. But this specific void drown is only useful whenever an MTS is happening. However, it is what we... So that's going to launch me all the way back here, and I've got to start it all over again. But we use Void Drowns for World 4 Skip, which was actually just found for any percent. Alright, I'm just going to do casual, because I don't want to keep failing that drown, but wish I would have been able to show you that trick. It's actually a really cool trick, but did not get the chance to, because I'm not going to sit here and fail that for like 20 minutes. But yeah, no, so Void Drowns, we use those in World 4 Skip and here. That's pretty much the only time that it's really applicable for main runs. We do have some people run 100% coinless, and there's a Void Drown in a different level that is useful there. But yeah, so basically it would have launched me all the way straight to the key, but I was unable to do it this time, which happens. It's not an easy trick. The platforming there is super specific because it's out of bounds and a lot of the floor just doesn't exist out there. But yeah, and then we actually did super jumping there, and super jumping is something we're going to use in this level. So super jumping basically is you have a 3-frame window if you're not swinging your cane and a 6-frame window if you are. I think fast actually lowers that, which is the Master Thief ability that I'm using through the whole thing. But I'm not exactly sure about all that. Oh no, I have too many coins. So basically I'm not letting it ground me, and so I was able to launch back because it thought that I was still grounded over there. I usually like to have a charm in this level. I ended up not having a charm because I messed up there and got too many coins. So we'll see exactly what happens. But we are hopefully good here. There's just one spot where I do cane jumps that is a little tight. But other than that, this level is pretty basic, which is where I'm going to talk about how this category was created. So I'm actually the person who came up with the idea for this category. And it was in the stream of Alice at Wonderland Games, awesome streamer, by the way. And she was complaining about Ghastly Voyage, Piranha Lake, and Down Home Cooking, which are 3 just really annoying levels. We hate doing them, but they're in literally every category. Nice, I made it through the World 3 skip, or the World 3 skip, through the cane jumps without dying. That's where I usually need the charm right there. So the reason those 3 levels are in every category is because we don't have World 3 skip, which is what I was about to say. And so I came up with the idea for a category that doesn't include any of those absolutely atrocious levels, and this is that category. And so it's only been around since I got people interested in it throughout the month of May, and then it became officially a category on May 29th. So that is it. That's the entirety of World 1. And now we're heading into World 2. World 2 is the bane of my existence. This first trick here that I will hopefully be able to show you is called CSUDH. So we get this proxy from an enemy right here at the beginning, and it is actually canon that this enemy's name is Cletus. And so it used to be Cletus Yeetus that we used to get, and then we found a way to make Ketus, which is Yeetus just straight to the key. And it's super precise, like a 2-frame window trick, and I missed it. But at least I got a launch. And then I died, because the ball hit me. At least that gives me another shot at showing Ketus. It has been a long time since I've gotten hit by that ball. There we go. Alright. So hopefully I can actually get set right. Come on. Alright. At least that was a farther launch this time. So, lost a whole lot of time there, but once again, Ketus, it launches you straight. Like, if you just get Rufus, it launches you above where we are right now. And that's just a slightly shorter launch that doesn't get you over an invisible barrier. And other than that, it lands you right here, and I've actually had it land me right into that exit right there. And it's super cool when you actually do get it, but it's a consistent trick, but it's hard to get it consistently because it's such a small window that you have to work with. So here in Boneyard, it's honestly just a bunch of optimized movement. The only really important thing is the ability to hit these bouncy pads from below, which I was about to be able to show you there, but I can show you again in a minute. And that lets us skip about half the level by jumping down here and coming up here. And so this bouncy pad here is like halfway through the level, and you have to go through a really annoying slow section with spotlights and everything if you don't do that skip. Which, by the way, spotlights actually speed up the in-game time, so we don't necessarily care about setting them off in the sense of it doesn't affect our RTA time, but it does impact the ability to finish the level within the time limit that's given. And if you fail a MTS, you have to restart it for this category, because this is doing all of the MTSs. So this level is called Straight to the Top. The developers made it so that you go like around in this weird convoluted pattern, but us speedrunners, we took the name literally. And so we like to go straight to the top, just like that. So we just, you know, us speedrunners, you know, we like literal names. You have to go like all the way around this huge loop. It's kind of annoying, but you know, or you can just walk into a box and go straight to the top. Part of me wants to think the developers knew that was there and wanted someone to figure out that you could literally go straight to the top, but I don't know. Now we've got 2 to Tango here. This is another one where it's like mostly casual, I would say. I mean, a couple movement optimizations, but like other than that, there's just like one ladder jump at the end. Usually this is another level where I want a charm, but because my coins got messed up all the way up at the beginning, I am not going to have a charm here, and we just have to hope that the guard does not decide to shoot me, because we have to jump right into the spotlight of a guard. Other than that, we're really hoping for not getting a full 100 coins in this level, which I should be good on. I've never actually gotten 100 coins fully in this level, even though I'm pretty sure it's possible. There we go. He didn't shoot us. That's good. And then we'll be able to get a charm in the next level, which is where it's important. That's the one jump that's different there, that we skipped over all this section that you're seeing below me. It's another thing where you have to like loop around and go back. Oh my god. 99 coins. Alrighty then. Well, at least I get my guaranteed boneyard charm. That's good. So the reason that we need a charm in this level, so the last 2 times that we've needed a charm, it's because I might make a mistake. This one is literally the game just is not good at its collisions. And so we're going to see later on there's these roulette wheels that, because you're going through a casino, and the spots on the roulette wheels that should be there, sometimes just decide to not be. So these things right here, if you're using fast on them, which I mean, you gotta go fast, we're speedrunners, there is a small chance that it just decides that, nah, it doesn't want to exist, and you're gonna go through right into the electrified water below you. And if it was just normal water, it wouldn't matter because we have water immunity, or water safety. But because it decides to be electrified water, we will take damage if we get hit by it. And the charm exists to stop us from taking damage. And we can only get those charms if we collect 100 coins, and we have to collect it within the level, because the game will take away any charms that you have beforehand. And now we're on to World 3. So this is about, even though we have 2 worlds left, this is about halfway through the run, because the next 2 worlds have way more minigame-oriented levels, and we don't do the minigames. The only levels we do are the platform-type levels. Anything that's not pure platforming, where it has the whole thing of collections and all that stuff, it's not a level we do. We have to collect bottles and the key and everything. Oh, I messed up the skip. Okay, so this is DSP Electric, as I like to call it. You have to be very specific about letting the camera fully settle after each individual movement, or it won't work. And I thought I had done that, but apparently I had not. And you can't use fast during it, or it messes it all up. But that launches us out of bounds, and then we just run straight to the end. And the reason why it's DSP Electric is because you have to have the electric version of the roll. If you just have the normal roll, it will not work, which is really frustrating, because there is... Like, it would be nice to be able to do that with just normal roll, but with normal roll, we get to do roll hovers, which you'll see not in this level, but in the next level after that. But that'll be pretty short, because this level, we don't like. We just... They have this whole chase scene and everything, and it's so annoying, so we just go out of bounds right here at the beginning, and we skip it. We jump right over here, and I landed in the water. But that's where water safety comes in. There we go. Straight to the end. Just like that. Alright, now's where I get to show you roll hovers. So roll hovers were actually found by Snuggly Pikachu, another fantastic member of the community that just likes to sit there and break this game. And so that was a super jump that I did there specifically to get launched right back onto this vine. And then we're going to go, and so every time you attach onto a vine, You can see I'm doing the circle and then triangle very quickly, and every time you attach onto a vine, you go up very slightly, and then you can cancel that by using the Master Thief ability Roll. And then you can attach onto the vine again, which sends you back up, and etc. to give you infinite height. This right here, this level is just the bane of my existence. I apologize for that. Give me 1 second. I turned my phone on Do Not Disturb, but it apparently did not listen. I apologize. Hope that's set up right. Apparently, something decided it was more important than Do Not Disturb. So that was Bone Jump. It is the hardest cane jump in the game. And then this right here is Scuba, which we try and make Sly swim. He doesn't like to swim, but we make him swim anyway. Because they decided that the death barrier doesn't exist past a certain point. Oh no. So that can happen. That has only happened to me 1 time before. So the death barrier exists right at the end there. And if you land there, it doesn't know where Sly was grounded, and you just go into an infinite drowning sequence, and it's really annoying. And the only way to fix it is to reload the level. So let's hope this time that doesn't happen. It's crazy that that would happen to me today, as literally that only happened the first time I ever did this trick. There we go. Got that done. So now we're on to World 4. We have 4 levels left. And so this first level that I'm going to be going into in World 4, there's a brand new trick for, once again, found lit by Snuggly Pikachu. And I am semi-consistent with it. If I don't get it in like 2 tries, I'm going to restart the level and just do it normally. But we're going to see if I can get it for you guys, because I wasn't able to show Ketis or Void Drown, so I'd really like to be able to show this one. The camera angle is really the finicky part here. So this is Perilous Ascent Van Proxy. One more try. And the camera angle is just super finicky. So that's the launch, but it's too low. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this casually. So normally that would launch you straight up, and I'll show you where it would have landed me had I been able to do it correctly. But it's a super finicky trick. Like I said, it's new. Attempting it, it has been found to save, like, I think a total of like 40 seconds in any percent, which is just insane. It makes 34-minute any percent possible, which is ridiculous. I'm nowhere near that level in any percent. So it would have brought us to around this area, but so with that whole first section that I did would have just been skipped. But yeah, it's a really fun trick, and I've gotten it here and there. Usually I get it 3rd try, which ends up wasting time, but I'm working on it. I've gotten it 1st try a couple times. Oh my gosh. So there we hit those rockets from below, because it's going to teleport us up, and that way we don't have to go all the way around the building, which is really, really slow, because it makes you do it in a sneak, and it's just annoying. trying to think. This next level, we've got another super jump, but other than that, it's pretty basic. Yeah, I was in the middle of trying to say earlier, the roll hovers, they were actually created to make 100% coinless possible. That's something, that was an endeavor, once again, done by Alice at Wonderland Games, with help by so many people in the community, to really make that fully happen, and it took like 40 hours for the first attempt. It was ridiculous the amount of time the first attempt took. The first full attempt was only 13 hours, but the just the setup for it and everything took like 40 hours, and roll hovers are the only way that was made possible, which is really awesome, that we came together and made that happen as a community. This right here, this is the longest super jump in the game. Hey, can you give me that to me? So we're going to be super jumping for this entire level. From the time that I get on this roof up here, we have to super jump through the whole thing. Because you see that glowing bulb right there in that dragon's mouth? That's the end of the level. And so we need to go ahead and get set up where we're kind of right behind that. Oh, come on. This is the hardest part of the super jump, is hitting that. All right. So that we go straight through the dragon, tail to mouth, and end up hitting that. And it saves like 50 seconds. I usually do it with fast, and I did half of it with fast, but those icicles have been causing me troubles recently. So, there we go. And straight there. Right through the dragon's mouth. That saves a ridiculous amount of time. And now we're on to the final level. And this, it's a proxy into a super jump, and then that's it. This level is honestly one of the faster ones. Like, honestly, the doing Duel of the Dragon is really where you take that sigh of relief, because your run's basically over. Ugh. And I messed up the super jump. Or not the super jump. This is the proxy. So I do the snuggle setup for this. That's Snuggly Pikachu again. And there we go. Get launched right up to this roof. Jump over that guard spotlight. Pop down here. And then that's the end through that glass, and it wants us to go halfway around the level, but we don't want to. We want to go straight through there, and that is the end of the run. So yeah, this is like a super fun category. Oh, so the reason that we get this video at the end is actually really interesting. We start our run on a 76% complete file. 75% is something some people do. There's one specific level that there's a debate whether it actually is helpful to have it complete or not. And that's because there is 2 different windows you can receive at the end of a Master Thief sprint. And that is either a continue window, which just sends you on, exits the level into the main hub of the world, or there is a do you want to retry window, yes or no. And most levels we want to hit yes on that, but the few levels that we want to hit no, yes will reload the level, no will exit the level. And there are a few levels that we want to hit no because it's faster to just load into the hub than to reload into the level. And so for those, we don't complete the MTS for it, and we get that continue screen, so we can just spam X on every single level to get out of it. We have to make our last one be one that doesn't have it completed, because as soon as you complete everyone, it automatically takes you back out to the hideout and tells you, awesome, you get to see this behind the scenes video. But yeah, so that's the whole run. It was really great to come out and show this out to you guys, because it's only been around for 2 months. Like I said, this category came out in May, so I'm really glad it got to be shown at a marathon. And yeah, thank you guys for coming out.